As for what I've been playing, well, listen. I could talk about Monster Hunter Wilds like everyone and their mother has been doing. But for as much fun as I've been having with it, it is my first Monster Hunter game, and I'm bad at it. So I'm gonna talk about a game that I'm good at instead. Darksiders Genesis. I have had a long history with the Darksiders franchise, with the first game actually being one of the games that made me want to get an Xbox 360 in the first place. I thought Darksiders 2 was overly long and boring, and Darksiders 3 exists. I haven't played it. Thankfully, Genesis isn't a mainline entry in the series, so I don't have to worry about not having played 3. Hell, as a prequel, I technically could have played this without having played any of the previous games, but that would mean I wouldn't be able to wojak at the screen every time someone like Vulgrim or Samael shows up, and that's not as fun. So yeah, I'm glad I played the first 2 games at least. Anyways, all that aside, Darksiders Genesis is a spin-off of the main series, taking place before the first game and features the horsemen War and Strife appearing for the first time in the series, as they investigate under the Charred Council's orders, mind you, what wacky hijinks Lucifer is up to. Granted, I'm not all that far into the game, so I can't say much for the story, but from what I've seen so far, it's Darksiders. It's a lot of fun heaven and hell lore, seen through the lens of the dark fantasy genre. And that's about all I can say about it. I do really like the more comic book-y style of cutscenes that they've been doing, rather than fully rendered 3D animated stuff that they've done in the previous game, especially because the artwork in those cutscenes is really, really spectacular. I tried to find the name of the artist who's done it, but I couldn't. All I could find that it was maybe Powerhouse Animation, who's done the Castlevania series and Devil May Cry, I assume. I assume Devil May Cry. So that's good. The only thing that has bugged me so far is Strife. Just how his character is written. I believe it's Kari Payton voicing him. His performance is fine. It's just how he's written. He talks like a Marvel movie character, quipping at every opportunity. And to be fair, it makes for kind of a fun back and forth when he's like kind of bouncing off of the more grim, brooding, stoic War. But it feels kind of out of place at times, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. But, you know, the gameplay is where Darksiders really shines, and despite having a pretty big change in its formula, with Genesis being given a more of an isometric, almost top-down view than the usual third-person action game that the previous entries had, it feels relatively unchanged. Most of the series' core systems are there. It's still a hack-and-slash action game. Playing as War, the protagonist from the first game, from what I can tell, most of his moves are all the same as those in that first game. I haven't played as Strife at all because the other big change in Genesis is that it's a co-op game. So my friend that I've been playing with, he has claimed Strife, and I've been sticking with War. The only big difference that I've really noticed is the amount of enemies on the screen at one time. With the camera pulled out much further and now 2 horsemen to deal with rather than just the one, there are more enemies to contend with, but you still feel just as powerful, so it's somehow even more satisfying to cut through hordes of demons like it's nothing. Honestly, I wish I had a little more to say about it because this feels like such a quick review, but I don't know. It's a lot of fun, and I'm having a way better time with it than I did the extended fetch quest that was Darksiders 2. So Darksiders Genesis is going to get a 7 out of 10 for me. If the story ends up being really good, I might bump it up to an 8. Maybe I'll let you know. Maybe I'll forget to ever mention this ever again on the show.